War is escalating in the all-electric sports sedan arena. Even while Tesla may have been the first disruptor, Porsche quickly responded with the stunning Taycan. And now Lucid has made like a carburetor and added air to the mix as well. EVs are a free market that welcomes both new and established automakers. It is, however, a bit difficult for newcomers to get up and running from the ground up. To even be considered a competitor in the EV category, where companies such as Porsche, Ford, Mercedes, and Tesla compete, you must compete on each and every technological front. And Lucid has been doing just that. What are its key strengths and weaknesses? And how does it compare to everyone else in the EV market? Keep watching till the very end to find out the answer to these questions. Welcome back to New Vehicle Media, your go-to channel for EV stock. Quick reminder that subscribing's free and liking the video helps YouTube suggest similar content. Comments are loved and featured in our upcoming videos. For the better part of the past 5 years, the EV sector was dominated by Tesla and just about everyone else. Other competitors in terms of powertrain and vehicle platform technology, as well as efficiency, largely fell short of the high standards Tesla established for them. Even today, it remains in the top tier of its class in terms of range and performance. Although Tesla maintains the honor of being at the top of the class in terms of efficiency, it must concede the top spot in the luxury sedan segment, at least for the time being, to Lucid Motors. Lucid is the new kid on the block. Although it might be argued that it's aimed at the premium market, when you look at EV costs as a whole, they all fall into a rather similar price point. For all intents and purposes, in an EV competition, you're competing against everyone, regardless of price range. Lucid seems like a serious threat to Tesla in terms of both range and efficiency. On the other hand, in order to maintain the classification of luxury sedan, it must compete with established manufacturers like Mercedes and Porsche, who have a wealth of expertise in the premium segment. The Californian startup must thus take on the whole electric vehicle industry and outperform competitors in every category in order to thrive. But if you're talking about electric vehicles, you're more likely to think about range than anything else. It's debatable whether or not drivers need a vehicle that can go for more than 300 miles on a single charge. After all, many electric car owners do not travel more than a few miles from their house, allowing them to get away with smaller range vehicles that just require charging at home. Yet, even if we don't travel large distances very frequently, most of us would want the option of traveling long distances for various reasons, such as visiting relatives or going on vacation. To their credit, today's most recent generation of electric vehicles has a sufficient range to meet this demand. Until 2021, the Tesla Model S reigned supreme as the world's longest-range electric vehicle. But the Mercedes EQS ultimately took the title in 2021. Based on its battery capacity of 107.8 kilowatt-hours, the luxury limo has a range of 453 miles, which far outperforms the Model S's already remarkable 405-mile range. However, since the Environmental Protection Agency certified the Air sedan's range, the crown was transferred to Lucid's own head. Yet, there is another possible candidate for the top spot, the Neo ET7, which claims to give over 600 miles of range owing to its solid-state batteries. Meanwhile, since the vehicle has not yet been released to the public, Lucid, you may continue to keep the title for the time being. The battery capacity may be increased on any EV to increase its range. Efficiency requires engineering accuracy to ensure that the whole vehicle is integrated in such a way that every watt of the battery is used to its full potential. The greater the number for efficiency, the better the EV. The Air Grand Touring all-wheel drive with 19-inch wheels is the most efficient altogether, with a composite efficiency of 131 miles per gallon or 26 kilowatt-hours per 100 miles. And though mildly less efficient, the Air Range model with 19-inch wheels comes in at 125 mpge or 27 kilowatt-hour per 100 miles. The Tesla Model S Plaid Plus gets 102 miles per gallon or 33 kilowatt-hours per 100 miles on the highway. It would be interesting to see how the upgraded 2022 Model S improves on the efficiency. This category's poorest performers were both conventional manufacturers. Porsche and the Mercedes EQS both achieved less than 100 mpge, with the Taycan achieving the poorest results in this class. Quarter-mile times for electric vehicles are very fast thanks to the instant torque. If they would make it to a drag strip, they're going to be very ferocious. Lucid cannot compete with the Model S in terms of acceleration from 0 to 60, with Tesla claiming the Plaid Plus can do the job in 2 seconds. Tesla and Lucid both outperform the traditional car maker, and the reigning champion Tesla is even faster than the majority of hypercars in the 0 to 60 time. Until recently, Lucid had been crowned champion in a number of these categories. But never, ever underestimate the abilities of the Teslas, Mercedeses, Porsches, and Neos of the world to perform admirably in a piss-off competition. The California startup has been weak in one area, and that area is the autonomous element of the business. Tesla has a significant advantage over any other manufacturer due to the fact that its products have been on the market for quite some time. Lucid will be equipped with Level 3 driving assistance tech. That implies that if specific circumstances are satisfied, the Air sedan will be able to assume complete control of the situation. But it must increase the number of cars on the road in order to acquire the necessary data. Porsche, on the other hand, provides its InnoDrive technology for the Taycan, which, like the Tesla, includes adaptive cruise control and lane keeping assist as standard features. And finally, the last part, which may not be in the best interests of the EV consumer, but rather in the best interests of an investor. Despite the fact that the stock of the electric vehicle firm seems to be highly expensive, investors continue to acquire the company by the boatload, even while the S&P 500, NASDAQ, and other EV firms including Tesla, Rivian, and NIO all suffered losses in the first week of the new year. The share prices of the EV newcomer Lucid Group increased by more than 10% only 1 week into the new year. Short-term market movement that is favorable does not always support an investing thesis that is long-term in nature. However, there are many compelling reasons why Lucid and other electric vehicles are well positioned for growth in 2022 and beyond. Rawlinson's startup is one of the few emerging electric vehicle businesses that follows through on its claims. It's also on schedule to meet its 2022 targets, has an industry-leading range, and plans to introduce an electric SUV in early 2023. When it comes to electric vehicle stocks, Lucid is a viable high-risk, high-reward alternative, but offers likely the finest all-round value and growth potential of any EV company. Companies that produce electric vehicles are feasible additions to a diverse EV portfolio for investors who are searching for future leaders in an auto sector that may one day be controlled by electric vehicles. In addition to Tesla, Lucid has set its sights on the energy storage sector of the industry. Ronald believes they will be in it for the long haul, since it will be constructing the world's largest energy storage facility over there in Saudi Arabia as part of the project. He committed himself to it for the long term. That should wrap things up for today. Keep in mind that subscribing is still free and liking the video helps YouTube recognize your preferences. Thanks for taking the time to watch, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.